Hello and greetings. My name is Muhammad Aikar bin Zulkifli from section O2 of Digital Logic, and today I'll be presenting about my mini project regarding logic gates. So first of all, let's start with the problem statement. So my problem statement is regarding to optimize the duration of street lamp operation. So why did I choose this problem? As we all know, most street lamps in our country actually operates due to the time frame, which is like it will turn on at night and will turn off during the day. So here I would like to make a few amendments and a few improvements. So there are 4 different inputs that are used together with 3 types of logic gates. The first input is ambience brightness sensor. So the input are 0 for when it's dark and 1 for when it's bright. The second input is actually time, as it is always used in street lamp operation. So basically from during the morning 7 AM till 7 PM the input will be 0, and at night 7 PM till 7 AM the next day the input will be 1. Moving on, next is the rain sensor. So when it's not raining, the input will be 0, and when it's raining, the input will be 1. And last but not least is the main switch. So why did I include the main switch in this inputs? So as we all know, the street lamp is actually man-made and needs to undergo a few times of maintenance. So in order for the maintenance to be done, because we don't know when the maintenance should be done, we cannot hope that it should be done during the day when it's not operating. So sometimes it must be handled during the night time. So most of the time at night time the street lamp will be on. So with the main switch we will be able to turn it off and do maintenance on it. Next is the design circuit. So below is the diagram for the circuit that I designed. As you can see, there are 4 inputs A, B, C and D, and 1 output which is X. So the inputs are A for the rain sensor, B for the ambience brightness, C is for time, and D is for the main switch. As for the output is either the street lamp will turn on or turn off. There are 3 types of logic gates that are utilized in this circuit, which are the OR gate, the NOT gate, and 2 AND gates. For the Boolean expression, it is as below. Is X is equal to A and not B, or C and D. So next, let's take a look at the truth table. So this is the truth table. As there are 4 different inputs, there will be 16 combinations of inputs and outputs. So one thing to take note from the truth table is that, as you can see, when the main switch input, which is D, when the main switch is 0 or switch off, the output will always be 0. And when it's turned on, then we will look at the other inputs to see whether the street lamp will be turned on or off. Last but not least, let's look at the simulation. So this is the simulation of the circuit. So let's say when it is actually raining and it is actually dark and raining, but it is at daytime. So as you can see, without the main switch being turned on, the street lamp will not be turned on. So what happens if we switch on the main switch? So as you can see, when we switch it on, the street lamp will be turned on and the operation will start to initiate. So let's try another example of combination. So let's say it is not raining, it is dark, and it's actually at night, but the switch is not turned on. So when the switch is not turned on, the street lamp will always not be turned on. So when we actually switch on the switch, then finally the street lamp will be turned on. So that's it for my mini project presentation. Thank you and have a nice day.